Hello guys, my name is Chico López and I'm going to make this video today. It's going to be a very important video, guys. It's going to be about the same thing I always talk about, real American Pit Bull Terriers. I'm going to give you a little bit of different spin today. I was just doing my chores today and I had a guy that sent me a message and he says, you know, I want to get a blue nose pit bull. And they told me you're the best guy in the world for American Pit Bull Terriers. There's no such a thing as a blue dog or a blue American Pit Bull Terrier. I'm going to tell you a couple of things that there is no such a thing. There is no such a thing as a blue pit bull. There is no such a thing as a blue nose pit bull. The dog they call a blue pit bull is a street level dog for the most part, and in some parts it's a Staffordshire Terrier or a descendant of a Staffordshire Terrier. The society called them a pit bull. Fact is that most of the dogs that you find today, they call pit bulls, have very little of a real American Pit Bull Terrier. But they have some resemblance, and the genes of the real American Pit Bull Terrier are they create this kind of shape of a dog. And I'm going to show you what that shape looks like. I'm going to Google here on my phone, and I'm going to put the word pit bull dog, and I'm going to show you what it comes up, pit bull dog, in Google. I'm going to show you what comes out in Google. Okay? And basically, this is what comes up in Google. I just put the word pit bull dog, and this is what comes up. Let me see if I can show you. Those right there, not one is a pit bull. Not one is a pit bull. Let me see if I can go up a little bit. Those there are not pit bulls either. Those are mutts. So, for instance, you look at this dog right here, right? You look at this dog right here. This dog. This here. That gray dog is not a pit bull. They call them that a blue dog. That's a common stray, like a mutt walking on the street. But some guy, and I'm going to talk to you about this. Society, this is how it works today. You live, and we live, in the era of fake news, fake information. And they want to send people in all kinds of different directions, right? So you have this layer of fake news right here, or fake information. And you have a whole bunch of people that attract themselves to this fake information. And then you have another layer of fake information, and they get attached to that. And another layer of fake information, and so on and so forth. And then you come in as a new person, and you look at all this information, and you need to find the truth among all of this fake information. Very, very difficult job to do. Very difficult. I really feel bad for you guys. Millennials, I really feel bad for you guys. And let me just tell you this. If you're millennial, and you're like a type of person that, you know, you love poodles, or you love pink unicorns, this is not your channel. This is the channel for those few millennials that really love courage. The opposite, you know, when you love pink unicorns, there's no such a thing as you love courage. You understand? There's no such a thing in courage. Courage is something so deep, so profound. Courage is what race horses use. You know, when they go so strong, they hurt themselves to win that race. That's courage. Courage is what a boxer uses. You don't give up, you continue training. And they lose. You know, you lose in life, and they take the loss, and they say, I'm going to come back again, I'm going to fight a little bit harder. Because losing a fight, sometimes it's just a schooling to make you better. Because you might lose the event, but you might win the experience that help you win more further in life. Maybe you were not ready to win this particular event, but this loss in this event is maybe giving you the mechanics or the understanding of what you need and the areas you need to work to continue working. So you are hurt, but you continue. That's called courage. Just one level of courage. So courage can have many levels, but the one word that people know about the extremely high levels of courage, and even boxers use it, is being a pit bull. And yes, all pit bulls that have bloodline from pit bulls, they do have something to do with a fighting dog. And there's nothing to doubt about it, you know. Oh, this boxing match, it's going to be tough. It's going to be a fight dog. They say that, right? That meaning they're going to really go at each other very hard. And I'm not promoting dog fighting. I'm not saying it's good for you to do it in 2019. But I'm going to tell you a little secret. Back in the 1800s, dog fighting was done by gentlemen. There were dog fights in New York City, right by the Marriott, with this location, Times Square. You know who used to report the dog fights? The Police Gazette. The Police Gazette used to report the dog fights. It was a different society, and there were different men. You understand? I love to eat steaks, right? And men like me that eat steaks in the future, total savage. How can you eat it? How can you eat a live animal? How can you eat an animal that was live? You understand? The way society is going, you're gonna eat only vegetables, and that's okay. Society just keep on changing. But we're in 2019, and I'm gonna tell you different things in a blend of what is courage and what it means to be someone that has courage. So the American Pit Bull Terrier is the one thing that is the most related animal or subject to the word courage. Even more than a boxer, even more than anything else. An American Pit Bull Terrier is really attached to courage, never giving up. So this word of Pit Bull, which is American Pit Bull Terrier because it was developed in America. Yes, it came from Europe, but it is American because Americans developed it. This word Pit Bull is so profound that people want to use this word. They want to use it. They are dying to use the word. So they talk about it. They say, we're going to have a realtor company. We're going to call it Pit Bull Realtors. We will fight to get you the right price. We're going to fight to get you the right home. We're going to fight to get you the right rate, right? And you're going to have all kinds of things. So you're going to have a fake dog, and they say they have a blue nose, like the guy that sent me the message, and it's not a pit bull. And those great dogs that they call them blue dogs, and even societies, even the registrations, say, oh, but this is registered by and this is registered by My friends, what is a registry? A registry is something that has changed. It's not what it used to be. That people change, their vision change, their marriage change, everything change. So registrations are just people that sit on a desk and get things and put them the way they want to. Look, there are registrations that were strictly only for American Pit Bull Terriers, and now they register bullies. Do you know what is a bully? A bully is the product of taking the best of the American Pit Bull Terrier, taking the courage, the being athletic, etc., these things that make great the American Pit Bull Terrier, strip them away, big head, big chest, different levels. Now that's a bully. Is that a good dog? Maybe that's your choice of dog. Oh, it's your choice of dog. Okay, I can live with your choice of dog, but that's not a great dog. And up to recently, because 30 years old, that's all, maximum 30 years old, this whole movement of bullies. So I've been around since day one, I can say. Okay? But they use those big, deformed, bully type of dogs to make these bullies. They have these big, massive dogs, and they create them into what they call bullies. So you gotta understand where bullies are coming from. They're coming from the worst. They're not coming from the best of the American Pit Bull Terrier. Bullies are coming from the worst, and the people that make those bullies were not great people in the American Pit Bull world. So what is so important about the American Pit Bull Terrier, and how do I get the real American Pit Bull Terrier? The real American Pit Bull Terrier, just like a thoroughbred horse, it will only be highest quality when it comes to performance and consistency. And it's going to be very important that you get it from the right man. If I wanted to buy the best race horse in the world, please give me more coffee. I will look for the most successful men. The best, most successful men. Not by selling horses, but the best, the one that make the most champions, grand champions or double grand champion horses, whatever you call them, or winners, triple crowns. I'll study their breeding methods, which is the best dog, do they breed best to best, and I'll buy from that person. I buy from the best genetic stock. I wouldn't buy from the guy that sells the most horses. That guy that sells the most horses is probably the most popular guy. I am not the most popular guy in the American Pit Bull Terrier. These people don't even know I exist. But when they start looking for the right things, when they start looking for the real American Pit Bull Terrier dog, when they start looking for what's the best and why, they go through other breeders, right, or kennels, and then all of a sudden go into mine and say, wow, these dogs are different. They're so athletic. They're so powerful. This guy is doing something that nobody else is doing. And they look at the pedigrees and they say, this is the real deal. He's connected with the dogs in the 1800s. And is very little or no breakage within the bloodline. How this guy got these dogs? Do you sell to anybody? No, I don't. I'm a breeder. I want to buy a dog from you. I won't sell you a dog. Why not? I don't work with breeders. Why you don't work with breeders? Because breeders want to take my dogs and breed them to the dogs they have and start selling them. Or get my own dogs and say, I don't sell dogs. And they say, we are selling dogs from Chico López. And some delusional people will take just any dog that is not even mine and says, we got dogs from Chico López and we're selling them. And then some dummies will go and buy them thinking they got dogs from Chico López. We can only get real dogs, or real Chico López dogs from Chico López himself, which is me. Why do I tell you all these things? Courage matters. Real American Pit Bull Terrier matters. The truth matters. Information matters. We live in a world full of fake information. So anywhere in life you want to need courage. So you want to have a dog. You know, black people say, I want to have a dog because I want to have fun. Other people say, I want a dog because I want to run. But the very, very few people say, I want to get the right dog because I want to have inspiration. Now we're talking to the right person, because this is really what these dogs do. They give you inspiration. They make you a better person. They make you a better human being. They give you this sense of greatness. The real American Pit Bull Terrier do. You cannot get this from a chicken. You cannot get this from a poodle. You cannot get this from a German Shepherd. You cannot get this from a bully. You cannot get this from a giant dog they call giant pit bulls. That inspiration, you can only get it from the real American Pit Bull Terrier. Folks, my name is Chico López. I'm going to talk with you a little bit, leave you this message here. Post your good comments in the bottom. And if you have something negative to say, please post it. I'll have the pleasure to block you. God bless you. My name is Chico López. My number is 281-226-0370. I don't sell dogs to anybody, or just anybody. I sell dogs to specific people. And that automatically disqualifies two groups of people. Within these two groups of people are different peoples, right? Breeders, dog fighters, thugs, scumbags, criminals, lowlifes. All these people are out. The only people that qualify are people that are financially stable and are great people, and I connect the greatest people with the greatest dogs. That is Chico López, 2019. God bless you. Much love to you. 281-226-0370. My name is Chico López. God bless you.